All right, it says I'm live. St. Sappy's been in here and Linda's in here.
Hi, Miss Linda.
How you doing? Everybody that watches the replay. How you doing? Uh-oh. I messed up here. Fix that.
Piggy forgot the Cuddy sound off.
Yep. And for anybody that watches the replay because they can't make it now, howdy to y'all too. Hey, 351 Cleveland, how you doing?
Hey, 351.
Been a while. Appreciate you stopping by.
Just brought the puppy inside.
Yeah, a couple minutes ago. Had to get after him because he didn't want to come in.
Hey, Melinda.
Melinda, howdy. Yeah, well, him haul around and jabberjaw. See who all comes in. If anybody, if not, well, we'll just have a good time as it is.
Hey, we had a good time last night with Melinda and Linda and Buck. Abby.
Abby. Okay, Evan, I don't know that code. Joyce there, big sis, how you doing?
Hey, Miss Joy. Hi, Mr. Scott in the background.
Brother Scott. Miss Linda, I half expected to hear from you last night after the live, and I didn't. Thought maybe we were going to talk about that little something you mentioned. But whenever you're ready. We got about 3 days in a wake up for Thanksgiving Day. We got somewhere to be. Gonna see how that goes. Looking forward to it, but nervous at the same time. All right, Linda. Yeah. Christine, GGO.
Hi, Christine.
I watched that video of the 3 different recipes. That's pretty good.
They all look good. I really like that with the cabbage. Drive like a maniac, Abbott. Joy knows you.
Too late to retract that message, Abbott. I done seen it. And Christine, as far as that Piggy's rub, I only named it the rub. Elaine named it Piggy's the rub because I called it the rub. And she is the genius behind putting that together. The only thing I had to do with it was calling it the rub. But it is good stuff.
Yeah, Piggy named the rub and backbite. He gave both of them the names.
Yep. But she is the genius that created them.
I actually have a recipe for fajita seasoning and pumpkin pie spice that I came up with on my own too. I just don't make them up a lot.
Purdy!
Hey, Tish.
Thank you, Abbott. I think so too. He said it's amazing stuff.
Yeah.
It really is. Because it don't matter what it is, it brings out the natural flavor of the food you put it on. Pooch! I'm gonna keel over here. Pooch is actually in here. You ain't got no football to watch.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Crane. Yeah, Christine. Yeah, that's what I tell about, the rub is what I put out there. But technically, the backbite with barbecue sauce was made first. And I made the rub to go with the backbite barbecue sauce.
They work really well together.
And if you like a sweeter barbecue sauce, you can always add honey or brown sugar or whatever sweetener you like to it and make it how you like it to your taste.
Yeah.
Cowboys won, waiting for the 7 p.m.
Oh, okay. I see. 7 p.m. your time or our time?
Probably theirs.
You got plenty of time to be here. Okay. Thank you, Tish. Appreciate that. Yeah, we got someplace we going Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
We got invited by somebody to be somewhere. And
Yeah,
hey, go ahead.
I was starting to say, yeah, we were going to go out to eat, but instead, that's all I'm going to say.
I done forgot what I was going to say.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and they hurt too, Avid. Yeah, we got invited out and everything, and I am sure there will be videos on it. Because people we know but don't know, because we ain't met them personally yet. And we will be Thursday. A 351, she got an email and work it out. You want more? Jefferson Einstein.
Hi, Jefferson. Yeah, if you need more 351, just let me know.
Everybody loves getting a free sample, but she has a hard time getting people hitting her up on her email to talk turkey.
That's okay. One of these days I will. I get everybody hooked on it and everybody go on me.
Right?
Yeah, I haven't had me on Messenger.
Yeah. Yeah, Abbott likes it enough. He puts his order in.
He's been talking turkey, believe me.
Oh, he definitely talks turkey. We got one that there was a deal made on that. And as long as one thing was done, we'd always supply it. Well, we were willing to do that, but that other one did not hold up their end of that bargain. And you can tell they wonder why they ain't getting no more coming in when they hit around about needing some. Well, hey, I like you and all, but there's got to be some kind of compensation.
Right.
Free samples is one thing.
I send it out to people to see if they like it and if they'll promote it on their channel. If they do, I don't have a problem sending it because I like it. I put it on everything. I put it on popcorn, y'all.
She does.
Popcorn. I'm glad y'all like it. Yeah, if you like flavored popcorns, the rub is really good on popcorn.
Try it, see if you like it, Christine. Or anybody
It's
else.
good on homemade chips, too.
Christine said she'll be trying popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I'm going to be keeping my hams hid now. I know where them hams come from. You ain't getting mine.
Yeah, Poach tried it on, I know he put it on chicken and hamburgers and all sorts of stuff on vegetables. I love it on potatoes. It's really good on potatoes. Then it says she done got one hand, Piggy. Piggy's checking, y'all.
It ain't all for me. She said it's delicious. Well, I'm sure glad y'all like it. But I personally think it's awesome.
Christine, it is awesome on shrimp and fish. It really is. If you like blackened fish or Cajun style fish, it doesn't have the same flavor as Cajun fish, but it'll do a nice blackened fish on a griddle.
It will. Yeah, that's what I mean when I talk about it. You know, I say it brings out the natural flavors of the food you put it on. And that's the whole thing about it. It's not that it has its own particular taste. It brings out the natural flavor of the food that you put it on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what really blows your mind about it. And it don't take a whole lot to do it.
I put some on some grilled corn with some what is it, the Wajita or the Chihuahua cheese, anyway, the Mexican crumbling cheese.
Yeah.
Oaxaca cheese, that's what it is. Oaxaca.
Avid's asking Pooch if he's tried to backbite caramelized on ribs yet.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Pooch, Avid's got a couple of videos out on stuff he's done with the backbite and the rub and everything.
It's on his other channel, I think, Cooking with Avid.
And trust me, Avid, that man, he knows his food.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll make your mouth water. Who said he sprinkles it in his hand and licks it out?
Yeah, I saw that. Okay, on this channel, okay. Well, I know you have some good recipes on the other channel too.
Christine said, I bet it would be a fried cabbage and Mexican street corn. Yes, it would.
Oh, yeah. Very good Mexican street corn.
It almost ate your hand, eh, Pooch? But yeah, that's good stuff. And like I said, the only thing I had to do with that was naming them. Yeah, the backbite, I named it that because it goes in sweet. Give it a minute. It'll show up with the bite. That's why I named it backbite. It comes back to bite you.
And the thing about it is, the longer it sits, because I actually had some sit in the refrigerator for a good 4 or 5 months, just didn't use it. When I opened it up to use it, it was good, but man, it had a little spice to it. Tomorrow's baked pies day. Oh man, that sounds good.
Uh-oh.
She's gonna be baking pies for Thanksgiving and for Friday.
I saw a post video on that Milky Way pie she did. Oh man, if only I could eat chocolate, I'd eat that up.
I can eat Milky Way, and I like Milky Way.
So she might have that.
One of these days, yeah.
Christine says she could post how to order in her video description. Hey, that'd be all right.
That'd be great. Yeah, just put my email address or Piggy's Pedal email address, because I check them both daily.
Having said, Elaine, I still have a quarter bottle left of the bottle you sent, and boy, is it ever good.
Well, Avid, I've got, let me get it and I'll show you what I've got over here sitting, waiting for the label on for you.
Melinda is telling Jay she's still sick, but thankful for the prayers.
I knocked something off, y'all. That's what I've got for you, Avid, right there. I'm waiting for you to let me know.
Yep.
I just got to put a label on it.
It's been sitting for a little while, too, so it's going to have a good bite. See, Joy said 2 pumpkin, grasshopper, no idea what that is.
That's a mint chocolate.
Oh, okay. Chocolate cream and apple cream cheese.
Oh, that sounds good. They all sound good.
Oh, yeah.
PSV Odyssey, welcome in.
PSV, howdy.
Oh man, Paul, those that frog legs and sausage gumbo look good. It did. I'm not.
It must have her tongue tied.
Well, his is the only one I saw on the wall game, November that used frog. They used frog legs. Man, that looked good.
Right. So, yeah, like I said, the only thing I had to do with those was naming them. She created them.
Well, Valerie Irwin, welcome in.
Valerie. Valerie, you think that'll last him that long?
I'll have the rub order after Piggy's live this evening. I'm going to make up the rub because I've got some others to make up too.
Yeah.
River Rat, welcome in.
River Rat. I said, Valerie, that won't last a day. He's got some cooking planned.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just all right.
Mm-hmm.
Just means he'll order some more soon.
Yeah. I'll have it ready this evening, added. And then whenever you get ready for it, just let me know.
See, what I'm waiting on, it might be years down the road, but what I'm waiting on is the day that McCormick or one of them get wind of the stuff and try it out and come knocking on the door wanting to talk some turkey with us on that. Yeah, buddy. That happens, we might retire.
Oh, man. That'd be good, Abby, because it's good on fish. It's just like the rub. It's good on pretty much any kind of meat, whether it be seafood, poultry, beef, pork, whatever.
And when you mix them together, which is kind of what she intended when she made them both, she made one and she made the other to go with it. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, Linda. I'm just a piggy. I'm out there with the other animals. You know, we talk.
Everybody, don't forget Friday, November the 24th, the day after Thanksgiving. Mr. Scott and Miss Joy will be live for hashtag Not Today 365.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a good one.
Yes. It'll be exactly a year from when they started the hashtag Not Today.
Yeah.
And y'all, we're going to hope it's another 365.
Right. That's right, River Rat. Hashtag Not Today 365. Mm-hmm. I've said Manus shrimp. Here it comes. Manus shrimp.
No.
What's Manus shrimp?
Yeah, we are going to do our best to definitely be there, Miss Joy. For as long as we can.
Yeah, that's something we're going to mark to be there for.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. He said it's a larger shrimp that are very tasty.
Okay. I thought it might be a large size shrimp, almost like a jumbo or something. They're huge. Oh, they're about a foot long. Oh, wow. Those are bigger than jumbos.
That'd be a whole lot of shrimp.
I could eat one shrimp.
Sorry, y'all. These new meds have me on a schedule. Take pills, wait, eat, wait, take more pills, wait. Thank you all for the prayers. See you later. All right, Melinda, you take care, hon.
Yeah, take care of yourself, sweetheart. Ms. Linda, I've never seen a Manus shrimp, but if they're that big,
we wouldn't need but one of them.
Yeah. I would love to see one.
Haven't said 3 pounds sacked and back fried sauced and deep fried.
That sounds good.
It does.
Miss Joy, what time is your live going to be Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tish was asking what time Friday. Oh, wow.
A carb shell with one punch. What's a carb shell?
It might be crab shell.
Oh,
Something. Afternoonish. Okay, we'll look for it.
would you look for it?
Aaron.
Aaron. Where's he at? Where'd he sneak in at?
There he is. What up, suckers? Allie.
I don't see where he's at.
He's right above Valerie on the in chat.
Well, I'm looking at the chat. And I still don't see it. He's hiding from me.
YouTube doing one of its things.
Obviously, because there it is. It finally showed up. Well, Aaron, I mean, look at them. You know, they kind of thick.
Oh, my.
But I still don't see where it is up here.
Well, it for some reason it was held, and I put it down there to show it. So, yeah, I'll be right back. Get down, kitty. Get in. Yeah, it held it, and I put it to show it, so it might not pop it under. I don't know.
Well, they are clean there, Ryan. That's the problem. Of course, they are an old prescription too, because I got a new prescription, but the lenses on those new ones are so messed up, I can't really use them. So I went back to using my older ones, which I can still see fine with them. But, you know, when I got those new ones in, I went down there to get them and everything. Y'all should have seen them. They had these pieces right here. They had them out like this on them glasses. Now these are hinged, but they had them out like that right there. And I saw what they did when they heated them up to open them up to put the lenses in. They had stretched these little bits right here at the base out at an angle, so the earpieces here went out at an angle, and they were out there like that. I told them people down there, I said, 50 years almost getting glasses. Those were the crappiest ones I'd ever seen in my life. Oh, mine get dirty, but I keep them wiped off. But I was looking forward to those new glasses being able to see just a touch better. Now they messed them all up. Now she done gone in there and took the better part of my brain to keep going with. Valerie, I kind of thought that's what you was trying to say. I wasn't sure. They're not dirty. Wouldn't have been worth it because while I was down there dealing with them. They couldn't understand why I was upset about it. It's kind of like, well, you got them, don't you? Huh? But I did one better. I did a video on it. Call them out. Tell them how bad it was. I don't know if they'll ever see it, but if they ever do, they'll figure it out.
Okay, I made it back, everybody.
Well, Linda, just because I know doesn't mean that I have to let it be known that I know. There's a lot of, you just don't know. There's a lot of people out there having a version of folks that actually know what they're talking about.
Ooh, Evan has to work a double on Thanksgiving.
Ouch.
Hey, Joe, what plan?
Joe, how you doing?
Joe, fix it for you.
Boy, that salmon you fixed up, buddy, I'm going to tell you what. That had my mouth watering. That looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one smart dud, Linda. You got it. Dud.
I saw Bella's comments that my fingers get excited. There's no controlling them on the keyboard. My keyboard gets excited, no controlling my fingers. Because I'll be typing something, I'll look up and it's gibberish.
Well, for me, number one, I got big fat fingers. Number two, these keyboards, especially on a tiny mobile unit, are not very conducive to big fat fingers, especially the thumbs. Number three, I got nerve damage. Sometimes my fingers do what they want to do, in spite of what I try to do. And number four, the big one, autocorrect. Oh my goodness, that's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, we've seen your video for Salmon Avid, and it was good.
It was, but Avid, you need to check out Joe's. Joe, it was that was for the Wild Game November, right?
Right, Wild Game November.
And yeah, you need to check out Joe's because he did a good job on that salmon.
He did. He did it 2 different ways.
Now he looked a little uncomfortable, like he was out of his depth, you know. And you, Avid, are definitely a cook. But I'm going to tell you, you'd be proud of him because that was good looking salmon there.
Oh,
Joy, that's one of the reasons why we have you in the spot we do on our lives. Because, yeah, hair trigger. You let it loose, somebody gets out of line. Yeah.
it's always uncomfortable in videos doing them. Yeah. I'm going to be honest. When I was a teenager, I hated speaking in public. I hated anything to do with it. And yet, I had to take a course when I was in RTC, a public speaking course. We had to do it on video. And I thank God for that now because you see where I'm at.
Well, for 3 years in high school, I was the section leader of the drums, which meant I was also the snare soloist. And as many a times, I was front and center and kind of highlighted because I was out there on my own. And so I'm kind of used to it. I just don't like being in the limelight. I'm just, I like being like the nitrogen in the soil, doing my little thing to do my job to help things go on and be done with it. And everything. Me to do this much with a mask on is, a lot for me. It don't bother me. I mean, I'm used to it, because again, in high school, when it came to girls, I was always timid about approaching the girls, because rejection. But when I got in the Marine Corps, I figured it out. worst they can do is say no. And I found out some tricks to that. So if I wanted, I had no problem getting, but I was picky about what I'd get. And one night in the heat club, hung out with a crew. We called ourselves a family and everything. I never dated nobody. They all knew it, and they had a nickname for me too that stemmed from one that I had from being in the band. But there's this one night, as this girl come in, and boy, howdy, did she ever get my attention. And they all called me Pappy. And some of them started talking about that one. I said, too late, boys. Pappy done spotted that one. The looks on their faces like, huh? Must really be something to that girl get Pappy's attention. Yeah. And she was something. I'm here to tell you. And yeah, I got to know all about it too.
When that bandit, yep, just Joy, that's what it was.
Oh yeah, I remember doing band camp. Didn't none of that happen during band camp. Once I got in the Marine Corps, ooh-wee. Yeah, I kind of like to say, hooey, hooey, baby, hooey.
Oh, man.
But and that girl got to find out too that from the rest of them that she got in on something rare because Pappy didn't get attentive or nothing. She came around, Pappy got attentive. He's like, yeah, I want some of that.
Oh,
So anyway. All right, Joy, you do what you got to do, hon. We understand.
most definitely. Much love to you, Mr. Scott, Miss Joy.
Oh, yeah. So, anyhow, getting on video where this started from, getting on video is just, it's like this, folks. It's like I tell people about when they started a YouTube channel and getting on video. It's like Elaine had it laid on her heart. Well, you do it anyway. So why not? And I tell folks a few different things about doing YouTube. Yeah, just do and be you. There's going to be some like you. There's going to be some don't. Those that do, great. Those that don't, they don't matter no how. You know, like recently, Elaine had one comment on one of hers. I sure wish that man would shut up in the background. I had a little message for her.
Or him, or whoever.
Or him, whoever it was. But hey, I'm the hubby here. I'm a part of this thing. And so far, everybody seems to like what I do.
He's my comic relief.
And I'm not like the rest of the world that'll kowtow to the 0.003% that want everybody to do things the way they want it done in order to appease them. There ain't enough of you for me to worry about. Evan, how do you know there's a mind there for anything to go through? Well, thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. But she did. She had that one commenter comment. She wished that man in the background would shut up. Spelled SHUDDUP. Shut up. Well, no, everybody else seems to like it. Why am I going to deny everybody else what they like just because you don't? You're that 0.003%. You can kiss my big, white, dirty butt. Yeah, getting on YouTube, just be and do you. Don't worry about what people are going to think. People are going to think what they want to think, regardless of the truth, anyway. Because they're going to assume a lot of things, and they're going to think what they want to think according to what they have assumed about you, without ever having taken any kind of factual truth about you into the equation. You know, now there's a lot of things I can take and presume, which is different from assume or assume, because you're taking evidence given from those people themselves, things they do, things they say, the way they say things. And you can make a good presumption about how those people are because they're showing you. But a lot of folks don't do that because they don't think. They just assume according to how they want to think. And then they kind of mold that reality into their reality. They mold that fantasy into reality for themselves because that's how they want it to be. And they're totally off the mark. I was telling Joe he did great on that salmon. He did, Evan. He really did. It looked amazing. But so there're going to be a lot of those folks out there. They're just going to assume things about you because that's how they think. And they will project onto you things about themselves. And basically what they're doing is they're looking into a mirror and then projecting that onto others, what they themselves are, so that they don't have to take responsibility for how they themselves are. So when you get on the camera and you get on video, it's a big thing. There's lots of folks doing it. There's folks doing the cooking. There's folks doing the homesteading. And there's folks doing OnlyFans, you know. I've seen some of the ads for them pop up, you know, when you're scrolling through and all like that. Trust me, there's some of them there that really don't need to be doing OnlyFans. You know, because which proves another point for me, you know, it don't matter what it is. There's somebody out there gonna get their jollies from it. Poor desperate folks, let me tell you. Oh, extremely desperate. So you can't think about what other people are going to think of you and what you do and how you do it. You just get on there and you do you.
That's it.
And those who are going to like it will eventually come around and appreciate what you do. Be like, hey, you know, hey, I think I like it. Hey, that person's all right, you know. And all like that. And you can be polar opposites. Yeah, Mike's fishing home. He'll tell you he's liberal. But I told him one night we got talking on a members only, and I told him, I said, you're not as liberal as you think you are, because you're not as left of center as you think you are, and everything.
Mike's a great guy.
Mike is a brother. Then there's another one that I can guarantee you is a total polar opposite from us, from me and Elaine. That's Peaceful Des.
That sounds good, Avid.
Peaceful Des is very liberal, very. I love her to death. I think she's great. Because, folks, you don't have to agree with somebody's politics or spiritual beliefs or anything like that in order to like that person. Just be and do you. Be who you are. Jefferson, I'm glad I didn't come across that one. I'm just saying. I'm sure there would have been ones out there that might have, because I'm going to reveal something to y'all that I was naive to for a long time. Had no clue it was going on. But I found my fair share of those who like alternate lifestyles, likes being around me. They had an interest.
Oh,
and I had no clue they were interested in the things that they were interested in until one boy in the Marine Corps got found. Yeah, he liked to wear women's clothes. He didn't last long. And another one, oh, this one was a bad one. He got found out. Him and one of the lieutenants had a thing going on. What made it bad was he was the one in control of the showers on the Navy showers they got took while we was out in the field one time. Fortunately, I was not one of those who partook of the Navy shower. So that kind of busted him up on that because he didn't get to see my junk. But he's out there in control of the water on the Navy showers. Everybody getting out there, getting naked, get cleaned up out in the field. While we was out in the field, that lieutenant had apparently dropped him and everything, and so dude had left roses and a note on his desk back at headquarters, and that's how it got found out. They came in, got that boy back to base. We was at one base and was from another base. They had come in, got him back at base and processed out in 3 hours. Now, those of y'all who know what it's like trying to get processed out knows what that means when they was able to get him, not only get him processed out, but get him from one base back to home base and processed out in 3 hours. They had to get him out of there before we all found out. Why is that, Evan? Jefferson, I know. But we got to have fun, joke around about it, have fun with it, and all like that. But the point is, there's millions of people out there doing some kind of content of some kind. And if there wasn't a demand for it, they wouldn't still be doing it. And some of us do it just because we want to, just because we can. And I'm not really doing this for any other reason but a little bit of additional stuff because it's her channel. Piggy's Fiddles. It's her channel. I just provide content, whatever it may be. It's just me, who I am as I am. But there's few of y'all out there that seem like it. I don't expect to ever grow and be huge or anything like that. But as she grows, there'll be a few here and there that'll come along and might like what I have to say or how I do. Because all I'm going to do is put the facts and the truth out there. That's all I know how to do. It might tell a few funnies like I did about that. I'll tell you about the Samoan sometime. Me
Samoan.
and Randy that one night.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We never did it never did dawn on us why that 6 foot plus blonde had a husky voice until a buddy at Al's bar told us you don't want none of that. And I'll tell y'all about that sometime. I think I've done talked about it once, but I'll tell it again sometime.
You can do one for Tuesday or Thursday for it.
Well, you know, those is just whatever comes up
Yeah,
is what comes out.
that's what comes out. Yep.
And that's how I am. And if the Holy Spirit gets involved, it's going to be something somebody somewhere needs to hear.
That is it.
Yeah, like Indiana Chris said the other night, you know, last night, was it last night or somebody else? Anyway, yeah, he had said that he watches my videos.
Yeah.
But sometimes it gets to him such a way he really don't know what to say, so he don't comment. And, yeah, so what I told him was, yeah, I ain't got to comment because a lot of times what I say is designed to make you think. You don't necessarily have to comment. I know some of the stuff I say will twist your mind up. It twists mine up sometimes, and I know it. I know what it is that I'm saying and talking about. It'll twist my mind up because it's just, you know, but it was shown to me and taught to me by God Himself. That's why I'm able to grasp it what I do. You know, so if it's got your mind twisted up where you really don't know what to comment, don't worry about commenting. But it's just designed to make you think. And there'll be some, or even just one, out there whom it was meant for anyway. I don't know. We might talk about it.
Yep. And it was last night on our live.
Okay. I thought it was, but I couldn't be sure. I slept since then. But yeah, Joe, getting on that video, getting on that camera, just be and do you. People will either like you or they won't. Yeah, that's no different than going out to the grocery store or some other store to get this or get that. Whatever. There's going to be people see you. Some are going to like you just because of how you are. Some ain't. Molly!
Hey, Molly, welcome in, hon.
Some are and some ain't. It's no different. Just this you're putting out on video, and a lot more people are going to get to see it at one time if they happen to want to see it. And if you're being and doing you, guess what? You're going to enjoy doing what you're doing. And if you're enjoying what you're doing, other people are going to enjoy it too. But if you're doing it and you ain't enjoying it, people see that as well.
Right.
And they're going to move on because, well, they don't even enjoy what they're doing. So, you know, how could I? Yeah, so just be and do you and enjoy what you do and go with it. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about who will see it, who won't. Don't think about the numbers. Just do it. Eventually, it'll get there. Yeah. So,
Avid made a comment.
he did.
Yes, he said they'd get Piggy as a guest sometime on my show, like that loud.
Yeah, I'd seen that comment.
And Valerie made a comment, said, Piggy, when are you going to be on a guest on Avid's show?
That's why I said, I don't know.
Okay. Oh, thank you, River Rat. And I hope everybody here has a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yep.
We're going to.
All right, River Rat, you have a good one, and if we don't see you before then, I hope you have a great one.
Ginger, welcome in.
Yep. Ginger, not for nothing, Homestead. How you doing? How you doing?
Oh, y'all, this is what I live with. 24/7, 365.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ginger, oh, there he is. There for a minute, I hadn't seen Joe in a little while. So I thought, well, is he still in? Yeah, he's still in there driving links. He's good at that.
Oh, yeah.
So, Joe, I hope that all sinks in real good for you. Just do it. Just be and do you and have fun with it. I mean, the worst people can do is pass it on by.
Yeah, Valerie, it would be great entertainment. Molly, I'm baking a cake to take to a dinner I was invited to. I was told I didn't have to bring anything, but I can't go empty handed.
Valerie, for it to be that good, me and Avid would probably have to do it on a different platform and be late at night.
That's pretty busy there, Ginger.
Yeah, I imagine so. Living off grid and trying to prepare for Thanksgiving and doing everything else you got to do on top of that, I imagine so. Oh, he's talking about not being that comfortable on video, but being all right behind video. And I just tell him like I tell everybody else, just be and do you and have fun doing it. You know, because people are either going to like you or they ain't going to like you. You know, and those that do, great, and those that don't matter no how. And it's like I was saying earlier, when I was in high school, I was timid when it comes to the girls, but when I got in the Marine Corps, I figured it out. That worst they can do is say no. What's that, Ginger? Just be and do you. That's what I tell everybody wanting to get into you too.
Oh yeah, that Piggy's been saying that for years.
Oh, Joe, if you only knew how the Piggy is behind the scenes off video. You know, I'll put it this way: you should go back and look at some lives that Mike's Fishing Home had when it was me and Avid and Scott and a few others. And we get up there. Just look for the ones talking about pepperonis.
Oh my lord. Y'all, Piggy is tame right now. This is tame.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just Joe, just look up Mike's Fishing Home. He used to do a lot of lives. He's got other stuff going on. Haven't been able to do it like he used to, but
Oh yeah.
we get on there.
From about a year ago.
Me and Avid, uh, Scott,
Even Pooch has been up there.
Pooch. Oh yeah. That night it got wild. That night it got wild.
Yeah.
Uh, and talking about pepperonis.
Well, let's see. It's been a little over a year since we've been taking your Aunt Debbie
Yeah.
daycare. So it would have had to be a little over a year ago because we hadn't been able to get any live into any live.
Oh, Valerie, you remember the pepperonis? That's Valerie. She knows.
Yeah. Piggy is actually tame right now.
But there was always one person that'd come in and just get so offended by that.
That's okay.
So we'd have to calm down for that one person. If I ever went down that road, if you're that one person, guess what? You got to go because I don't care. Uh, I'm not going to quell myself and others that are having fun because of one person that gets offended. That's actually just as dirty minded when they want to be as anybody else, if not worse. You know, hypocrite. And wasn't it though, Valerie?
I tell you what, we been in some lives, I tell you.
So Valerie knows that Piggy can go wild.
I'm just gonna put it this way: Piggy and I both got our first live experience on Mike's Fishing Home.
Yep. Jefferson Einstein remembers.
Yeah. I went live on Mike's before I decided to do a live on my own channel. Piggy went live on Mike's.
Yep.
So
that's how we both got broke in.
My oh man.
That's right, Valerie. Pepperonis and helicopters.
Everybody here gonna go, we're gonna have to go check this stuff out.
Oh yeah, if y'all want to see the wild side of Piggy and a few others, go check out Mike's Fishing Home and his wife. He had beer about a little over a year ago. And look for ones that had any mention of pepperonis. And me and Evan, Scott, and Pooch, and Mr. Duggar, our favorite alien. Get to the chopper!
I think Mr. Dreams was in a few of them too. And
yeah.
Ricky.
Yeah. And we'd have fun. It was late night. You know, it's for adults only anyway.
Usually it was after midnight. So somewhere between 12 and 1, 12 and 2.
And there was a whole lot of double entendres that definitely was going to the dark side of the entendre. You know, but it was fun.
Now Piggy and I are usually in bed between 11 and 12. We have to be up around between 6:30 and 6:45.
Yeah, go do that. Come home, maybe eat a little something, go take a nap, and go out in the afternoon to do that, and then come back and see what's up. Yeah, but
Piggy comes home, we'll eat breakfast, he drinks his coffee, and he gets caught up on his tapes.
Yep.
And
try to best I can anyhow.
Depends on what I have to do, depends on what I do.
Yeah, Ginger, I was just telling him, you know, get on there, just be and do you. Have fun with what you do. Because if you're having fun with what you do, others who watch you will have fun watching you do it. Because if you ain't having fun doing it, they're going to see that you ain't having fun. They ain't going to stick around to be brought down. Because nobody likes negatives. People are looking to be entertained and have a good time and all like that. And if you're wowsy, woo woo, you know, they ain't sticking around for it. Well, Ginger, all I can say is just look.
I'm gonna see if I can find one of them for.
Okay. Mama Bear Christine, howdy.
Hi, Christine.
But yeah, that's advice I've been giving folks even before I got on video, Ginger. Well, let's just say this: there's about 3 huge channels out there that I gave the same advice long before they ever got big. You know, because they was struggling. They was having a hard time with the haters and commenting and stuff. All right, Valerie, if we're still here, I'll be glad to see you. And I tell them, just be and do you. And have fun with it. Because if you are, they are. You know, That's all you got to do. And I'd also tell them, because there's going to be some that'll like you, there'll be some that won't. Those that do, great. Those that don't matter no how. And those channels are, one of them's 800 and something thousand now. And we got to watching them. They may be closer to 1 million now. And we started watching them, what, 15 to 20,000 they had, gave us.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Another one is one that everybody knows. And part of what I tell them is based off of what this one says himself. You know, about just being and doing you. And I've encouraged him. And he's started watching him right before he hit 1K. And he's in the 300s, headed fast towards 400K. You know, Will County boy, howdy.
Hey, Wilkes County.
You know, Derek Fowler. I know he had others encouraging him, but one night in a live, he was talking about, he thought about doing it. And me and him got to talking in the chat, and he's like, yeah, well, I don't know if anybody want to put up with watching me. And I told him, I said, tell you what, I said, if you can endure doing it, I can endure watching it. Next thing you know, he's putting out a video. And I watched it. And like anybody else, his first videos were kind of rough.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they still are. But he's still learning, and he's still going after it. You know?
Yeah.
So, the one that's in the 800s, probably closer to 1 million by now. He's got a little brother that does artwork, and he's the one that made my happy guinea pig. I'm also the first one that actually paid him what he's worth for the work. Because he was doing work like that for about $100 a pop, putting in 10 hours just on the rough draft of making those things. Well, he was making a lot less than $10 an hour for his work, and he's worth a lot more than that. And I told him so. And as I understand it, he's become quite successful in his own right doing that. Plus being involved in the family business, what the other one does. You know, you got to believe in yourself. Either that or just not care what anybody else thinks, because in the end, if you care what somebody else thinks, you ain't going nowhere, no how. Because you're too worried about what somebody else thinks. If you ain't worried about what others think, you're going to get there. And that's kind of based off of a book that I love. It's called Atlas Shrugged, written by Ayn Rand. She is a modern day philosopher that passed away back in the 80s. And but another book she wrote, The Fountainhead, which does an old movie based off The Fountainhead, was named the same thing. The main character was an architect, but because he didn't go with the status quo, he was shunned by the regular to-dos because he wouldn't go according to what they said needed to be, and everything. And there was another architect that asked him at one point in the book, well, what do you think of me? And the main character's response was, I don't think of you. In other words, he wasn't giving him no thought. He was doing his thing. He knew he was doing a good thing. He was the best there was. People knew it. Flav, how you doing? And
hey, Flav, what's been?
In the end, he was the winner, so to speak. But that was a very hard hit. Main character wasn't meaning it to be a hit, but it was a hard hit to somebody who valued what others think of them, because he let him know he didn't think of him at all, period. Like, oh, there you are. Okay. Otherwise, it's not in that person's mind at all. Because some people value being thought of by others more than they think of themselves. And he didn't get that from that guy. That was a hard hit. And that's how you got to look at this. You can't be thinking about others. You are who you are.
That's it.
Put it out there. People either like it or they won't. So don't be worried about it. Anthony Gay.
Hi, Anthony. Welcome in.
Missed the Lean show yesterday. I was fishing with a buddy. Yeah, yesterday was kind of slow. Weren't that many in there last night. Well, I didn't know if it was football games or other lives or what was going on, but
could be people traveling for the holiday.
Could be traveling. Could be a lot of things. But it was slow. But that's all right. Like we say.
Hey, we had fun.
Whoever's going to be there is who God has already meant to be there to begin with, so we ain't worried about it. There's always a reason, always a purpose. But yeah, Ginger, I've been giving advice like that for years. Even before, I was the commenter in there in one's, that one I talked about. I started watching. Elaine had come across them and mentioned it to me, and like, well, okay, I'll give them a watch. Fell in love with them instantly, and I watch them to this day. And we got in watching them right before they had hit 1K. Now they're headed fast towards 400K. And I've always encouraged that person. And we have written and had delivered letters to him and his lady, telling them how much we love them. We wasn't doing that for a shout out. We didn't want a shout out because we want to do it like they did, build up from scratch, slowly but surely, and everything. And that, I'd always be there to encourage. Well, I hope so too, Mama Bear. And no, I did not see that comment. She usually catches comments because I get to talking. Of course, now if it was just me, I'd be kind of harder to pay attention to comments because, it's just rude not to.
Jenny said, I agree, Piggy. If you start changing your video based on negative comments, you will lose yourself and the whole reason you started. That's it right there.
Who, what, where?
Ginger, not messing posted. She said, I agree, Piggy. If you start changing your videos based on negative comments, you will lose yourself and the whole reason you started your channel. Words to improve are different than words to insult. That's it right there.
That's it. I mean, there's one thing to constructively criticize. Like, hey, you might need to work on this. Hey, you might need to work on that. And it might be that person already is, so you put that in there as well. You might already know this, but, and all like that. But like that one person that commented on hers, I wish that man in the background just sat up. Bye. You don't like it, you ain't got to watch it. But that's what I do. I encourage folks. I encourage people. Go for it. Go for what you know. Don't let thought of what others may think stop you from doing something you might like to enjoy doing.
That's it.
Don't worry if it's not 100% perfect right off the rip. That's part of learning. That's part of how you do it. I mean, you know, the Wright brothers, ain't nobody ever flew before that we knew of at that time. So the Wright brothers didn't let that stop them from trying to make something that would fly. What was that rich guy's name? Hughes, Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes, the spruce goose.
And the spruce goose made all out of wood. Yeah, they told him that thing ain't gonna fly. It's gonna be too heavy. It flew. It didn't fly far, but it flew. That's why I got her in the background, Joe. I try to look over there and keep up time to time, but that's why she's there.
Yeah, I was looking for a video for Ginger, one of those that we're talking about. I'll look for it and give her the link to it later because he's got quite a few videos, and I don't know which one it is.
There's only 1, 2 places for negative things. And that's the negative end of dealing with electricity and negative integers when trying to figure out electronics and other things that are made by using negative integers where they fit into the equation. Otherwise, there's no need or place for negatives. Well, Silly Cat, new name, welcome in. How you doing?
Hi, Silly Cat, welcome in. Let's see.
Yeah, Jefferson. I mean, you know, that's people that's just strictly wanting positive attention. But it's like that one creator I've talked about that I still watch to this day. You know, he says, love your haters. Because guess what? That thumbs down is still interaction. Interaction still counts towards your bottom line. So that what the haters don't realize is that even though they're trying to trash you in the comments and giving you a thumbs down, they're still helping your bottom line by interacting with your video and watching your video.
That's what I'm saying. And if they watch the video, they're helping you with watch hours.
So the joke's on them. So love your haters.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's the best get back you could ever get because you ain't got to work for it or try for it. They did it to themselves.
Yeah, Jefferson, I agree. I think you've seen grown men in tears over a thumbs down. My point is, I don't mind thumbs down, and YouTube is going to they play with your numbers, your subscriber numbers every day.
Yep.
I can go up and down 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 5 or 6 every day. What gets me is everybody threatening to quit YouTube because they lose 1 or 2 subscribers. Well, now maybe if you lose 500 or 600 and all you have is 1,000, you lose half your subscribers. I can understand something going on, but no matter how many subscribers you have, if you lose 1 per day, but yet you gain 1 2 days later, it's just YouTube playing with the numbers.
Because they know a lot of people watch those stats like religion and counting on it, hoping those numbers will go up. So YouTube likes to play with your feelings.
Oh, nobody's hating on anybody, Silly Cat.
Silly Cat, we're just talking about haters in general.
Yeah, haters in general, as far as, be you when you do videos. And
just be and do you.
If people like you, they're going to like you. If they don't, they won't,
Just how it is. I mean, there ain't nothing you can do about it. Mm-hmm. Some will just take one look at you and done decided you ain't worth nothing. Okay, it's fine by me. Later.
I'm doing this to have fun anyway.
Because it's something she does anyway. So, well, not the lives. The lives is just something we got into, but the cooking is something she does anyway. So,
Yeah.
And she likes to experiment anyway.
Unless you're putting out.
Great Wolf!
Hey, Great Wolf, welcome in. Yeah, unless you're putting out multiple videos every day from multiple channels that you have.
Actually, Joe, that's not true.
Yeah.
I know of one channel that owned a store. They have sold the store to go strictly YouTube. That tells you anything. I know another one that had a middle management job and it quit the middle management job to do strictly YouTube. And they did it at around 25,000.
Yeah. But they're putting out consistent content.
Right.
And that's the whole point. There's some people will put out only one video every 2 weeks, one video a month, and expect to grow from that. You have to be consistent with what you do.
That one channel that I said I still watch, that I fell in love with, at one point, working with them at the time, said that when they hit 5,000, they were able to start paying their bills. And they live in a place that's higher cost of living in here.
And that was what, about 6 years ago, 7 years ago?
4 or 5.
4 to 5? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was longer.
Yeah. So, yes, sir. They sure do. It's all in how you work it. You know, you get, especially if you get involved in other things, merch and stuff, but just YouTube itself, when you hit 5K and better, you start making some decent money.
So that's how Ginger better get busy.
Well, you better get busy too, Joe. Because if that salmon was any indicator, boy, you can cook. You know, but y'all got more to offer than just cooking.
Yeah.
You know, I know another one I watch. He's not as big as some others, and he's been at it almost as long. But he's making his from other ways than just YouTube. He's at 100 and something, 200 and something thousand. He's a sawyer. He owns his own sawmill.
100 something, 200 something thousand.
Yeah.
I thought he had more than that.
No.
No.
But he's also got sponsors.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that Wood Miser sawmill that he does. He started out with a small one. Now he's got a pretty big one. Only way he can get a bigger one is if he gets one that's not transportable. He's bought some nice big tractors, nice riding mowers. He's got him a skid steer now, and everything. Now he's got him a big old huge wood splitter. He's got all sorts of stuff for his wood shop where he shapes the wood up and everything. And he's done it all from YouTube. And he does Patreon and he has sponsors. He's going to be doing he's got a video out where he's going to be giving away a Blue Eddy, a nice one. And I put a comment in for it. Don't know that I'd win it. Probably won't. But hey, it's like playing the lottery. If you don't play, you don't win anyway.
Yeah, Wilkes County Boy. I was on YouTube for a year before I hit my 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I've been on it a little over 2 years now.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting at 1874, I think.
Ain't that a pretty cat, silly cat? Come here, Gray.
Which one?
Gray.
Oh, Gray. He's over there.
Come here, Gray. Gray. If you stop, you pay attention to me. Here, Greg. Can you see him? Come here.
I think he's.
Let that silly cat get a better look at Mr. Gray.
Hush. Hush.
How's that? You see him better?
He is the third born of the first litter of my tidbit.
Yep.
His mama died last year.
Yep.
He is 3 years old. He'll be 4 in April.
We got 6 others. She's got one in her arms right now. Fancy.
Yeah. This is his baby, one of his baby sisters. She came from the second litter.
Oh, Lord have mercy. 70? Woo! I couldn't handle that.
We know a lady that does rescues in Ohio, and she has 40 something, 47, 48
Yeah.
cats.
But yeah, that's our Gray.
He is. His eyes are such a beautiful green. It's
Yeah,
hard to tell it in the slide.
They can get a good look at it right there.
He has the most beautiful green eyes.
You ought to see his older brother passed away at 10 months.
8 months.
8 months. He was 8 months and 10 pounds. He was huge.
Yeah, he something got him while he was outside.
Yep. All right, time to get down.
We have 1, 2, 3 calicos right now, 3 gray tabbies, and a tuxedo. Our tuxedo is the oldest.
Yep. We had a tux before her that taught her how to hunt. And hunt, she does.
Yeah, and all the other ones, Mama, the calicos and the tabbies, all except for one tabby, but he was a stray that came up.
Tank.
Yeah, but Tidbit, the mother to the others, she was a tuxedo.
Yep.
Their daddy was a ginger tabby. Call me cat lady here in this town. I bet they do, but still a cat.
With 70 cats, yeah, you qualify.
Oh yeah, we love our kitties, and we got the one Charlie, which is our dog.
He's a pain in the butt.
He thinks he's a cat. He don't know no different. He's been around cats all his life since he was little.
Right.
And but our little bit, who is the tuxedo, she turns 10 this year. Somewhere between October and December, she turned 10.
She'll come to a woman, but she don't much like a man.
Yeah.
Now she likes me well enough, and she won't let me pick her up. She'll let Elaine pick her up.
Yeah.
But she was a rescue. We found her out in the yard, tasting different things, trying to find something to eat. It was a cold winter.
A piggy fed her.
And therefore she was ours from then on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. Lord have mercy. Well, I know there's somebody in Ohio you can talk to, and her name is Lisa.
Yeah, she tries to help find homes for cats.
She rescues them and tries to find homes for them.
Yeah. Yeah, she gets contacted a lot. She says right now she can't take any more in, so she tries to get others to help. And
it's hard to find people to help the cats.
Oh, it is. It really is.
But
I don't have to worry about having any more right now because all mine have been fixed.
Yep.
Well, except for Tank. He can't have kittens, so I'm not going to worry about him.
Yeah, because none of the females around here are open for business.
Yeah, they've all been fixed. Yeah, all my other little ones, like this one and the others, they're all 3 years old.
Yeah.
This one and her siblings were born the day after my birthday in July. And
well, silly cat, if you got 5 getting ready to have kitties, you'll probably hit that 100.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't do it myself, so props to you.
I'm saying. They got to be people out there that love cats and dogs and everything else.
Right. So, looks like River Rat getting ready to do one. Saw a thing come up. It's my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, get on that video. Do some. Show what it is you do.
Yeah, and I'll look for that live and get that link to Ginger so she can see what Piggy is talking about.
And for consumption for most people. Yeah, keep it tame, you know, because you can do that. You can still be and do you, keeping it tame. But, but we just do that because of powers that be that are ready to chop you off for the least little thing, and all like that. I think you know what I mean, and everything. But play the game. Just be and do you, and play the game. As far as this part goes, we all know that we get a little out of the way off camera. I mean, we'd be bored as all get out if we didn't. You know. Oh, Silly Cat has a mobile home park with 31 renters. They help feed the cats.
Okay, cool.
That works.
All right.
What's that, Jefferson? What's? Oh, okay. Maybe you're talking about the cats. But yeah, put some stuff out there, Joe.
He's got some videos.
And with y'all having land out there and everything, you get a drone and do like Johnny does and show some shots, drone shots of things you're doing and how you're planning things and all like that. If you want to do that, I mean, for privacy's sake, if you don't want to do that, that's fine too. But, show what your life is. That's in the end, that's what it's all about, being and doing you. It's your life. This is how you live. A lot of folks may agree with it, a lot of folks may not. But it's your life. You might be surprised how many people out there are like you. Johnny and Christine at Gillum Farms, and Christine Mrs. Gillum's farm. Yeah, they didn't know about the get-togethers, YouTube gatherings, until they happened to see something last year and showed up at one, and then they discovered this whole community, and that's how I discovered them. You never know who might come across this community that needs this community because of you. I love this community. Lots of great folks. I did not realize that there were actually good people that actually mean what they say and say what they mean and are true friends. Feel pain when you feel pain, feel joy when you feel joy, until I come across this community. Most people I've met in actual real life, when the rubber meets the road, all you hear is crickets.
Well, we've met some wonderful people in the fishing community as well.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, this whole community.
The whole YouTube community.
There's people out there that are actually legit people. Pooch and Tish, Christine and Johnny, Linda Peterson.
Avid, Joy and Scott, Mike.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Duggar.
Yeah.
Jefferson, River Rat. I mean, I could sit here and try to remember all night long at people we have met. There's another one, Rambling with the Bronx, Scott. He's from Canada. Scott, I couldn't handle Canada with that snow on the ground like that. I just, no, I can't do it. But, this whole community, there's a bunch of, now you do, like anything else, you have that 10% that makes it bad for everybody else. Guess what we do with those? We move on.
Now, I apologize. I was kind of froze up a minute, so I'm not able to read comments.
Silly Cat said they don't allow renters to have dogs because of her cats. Well, hey, That's what you do. You own the property. I mean, you do with it how you see fit.
Yep.
So, well, Mama Bear, that goes two ways. Maybe one day it'll work out to where we can.
All right. Maybe I can get one.
But and Mama Bear, we still got to get down sometime and figure out why we can't communicate with each other on Facebook. But just be and do you and enjoy it.
And I apologize. My laptop is freezing up for some reason.
And eventually you will grow. Yes, I am. I is a Georgia boy.
Mm-hmm.
Might hopefully soon be a Bama boy.
Good Lord willing, things work out.
Things work out. He's from North Carolina.
Is that?
Wilkes County boy. Linda said, no fear, Elaine. Well, fear is just like negatives. Fear is a negative. It's like the wowsy wowsy woo woo and haters and all like that. It's nothing but negative. Don't worry about the negative. We're looking around, Wilkes County boy. We're looking around.
Oh yeah.
Looking to improve situations.
Let me go let the TV out. I hear the crying. It's the heart now.
Well, Mama Bear, we shared email. I kept looking for one from you. I think I got one or two from you once. That's and I don't check my email too often.
Okay.
But
yeah, if you're gonna send Piggy an email, the easiest way to do it is to send it to the Piggy's Piddle at yahoo.com, because I check that one every day and I can give him the email.
Yeah. And then we can figure out why we can't communicate on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for me, Facebook is a necessary evil type thing. You love to hate it because of how it is. But that one feature for me is lovely. Facebook Messenger. Somebody wants to contact me, there I am. It'll pop up, I'll see it, and okay, what's up? And if a great need arises, there's the video thing on Messenger. Makes it real easy to talk to somebody. Not too many take advantage of that. Linda does from time to time when she needs to talk about something. Mm-hmm. She and I have great talks together.
Sometimes the Piggy talk 2.5, 3 hours at a time.
Yeah. We have a good time. Mm-hmm. And so it's a good thing. Well, Mama Bear, I think Instagram's got it too. So if you're on there, we might see if we can do it there. She wanting you to type the email.
When I can get in, Mama Bear, it's kind of got me knocked out of my.
Ashley Freddie.
Yeah, it froze me out, and I had to shut everything down. I'm trying to bring it back up. So as soon as I get back in, I'll type the email out.
So, but yeah, Mama Bear, if you're on Instagram, we can try it there. Okay, so Linda says Instagram has it too, so we can try it there.
All right, let me try this one more time this way.
For me, that's just a whole lot easier than emails and uh, regular phones, smartphones, landline phones, all that. I have a hard time doing this.
Piggy hates phones.
It don't take long for me to lose strength and not be able to do this. Ashley saying she just got off work not long ago. So she decided to come in here and say hi to all of us. Well, I sure do appreciate that. That means a lot. You just getting off work.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of reminds me of that sitcom Cheers. Come to where everybody knows your name. Sit around, talk, have a good time.
All right, I'm back in, y'all. Ooh, hallelujah. All right, Mama Bear Christine, I'm typing in that email address.
Mm. Sorry about that. But
Okay.
yeah, that advice is advice I give to everybody and anybody, and encourage them to do so.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Joe, I'll tell you, like it was put on Elaine's heart. You do it anyway. So why not? At that time, I was looking into trying to get into doing some woodwork, make furniture pieces and whatnot, try to make us some extra money to help us out.
Yeah.
But tools are expensive. Now, I had a few I could have started out, but I found out real quick. A lot of times people want things, but they don't want to pay the price. You know, now Abbott, he don't mind paying the price. He sees something he wants and he likes it and he thinks it's worth the money. Yeah, he'll he's getting it. You know, I did some crochet pieces for him, and I was surprised what they went for. I'm gonna tell you that. But I let Elaine do the pricing. You know, I had no idea. It would have been the same furniture. But then one day, Elaine started talking to me thought about doing a YouTube. She told me she had it laid on her heart. She does all this anyway, so I just looked at her, and to me, it was a no-brainer. I said, "Run it." Be a lot cheaper to get into than woodworking and making furniture.
We're going to buy them groceries.
We already buy groceries anyhow. I mean, no-brainer to me. That's the thing about me. I can shift gears in a heartbeat. It's an old Marine thing. Adapt, adjust, and overcome.
That's it. Okay.
You'll find that'll serve you well in life. So I'm one of those. There ain't no pride or ego in it. You know, yeah, we're married. I'm head of household, but there's other things in Scripture that tell you. Yeah, and this was said in our. A fool is the man that does not listen to the wise counsel of his wife. And if you've got a Proverbs 31 woman, I guarantee you definitely are a fool if you do not listen to the wise counsel of your wife. That's right, Linda. Sure enough. So When she hit me with that, I was like, run with it. Yeah, we working this thing together. It don't matter if it comes from me or if it comes from her.
Mm-hmm.
If she's gonna be the mind and the genius behind what's going on, that don't bother me none. It don't bother me to be in the position of being the help because I help facilitate what it is that she does.
Piggy is the help. He is the prep help. He is the wash your dishes help. He is the comic relief help.
That leaves her able to concentrate on what she's going to do and how she's going to do it and do all the stuff she does on the computer, editing and all that. She don't have to worry about cleaning up. She don't have to worry about how she's going to say stuff. It gives her a sounding board and something to work off of when I do the things I do. You know, that's right, Linda. So me doing what I do to help facilitate things leaves her plenty of time to do the planning and the doing of the actual meals and to think about experimenting this way or that way, all like that. She don't have to worry about a lot of the other stuff and getting that done while trying to be creative.
Now I do help Piggy by.
All right, Wilkes County boy, you take care.
All right, we'll see you later.
You do, huh?
I said I do help put up the dishes and things like that.
Yeah, but if you're not feeling up to it or don't want to, or you got something else to do, I can do all that too. Yeah, it just depends on what we got to do, what's pressing.
And if it's something he don't know where it goes, he leaves it sitting on the counter, and I'll put it up.
Yep, keep them going. My wood chips are coming with me.
Oh, okay.
Wood chips, wood chips.
Oh my, he cracks me up, y'all. He does taste test, Miss Linda. He does. That's how he got his name. Everybody knows that. He's my happy guinea pig. And got the piggy name from the happy guinea pig. And I try to make sure I cook things that he likes. And I've actually gotten him to try foods that he didn't like before. He eats a lot of stuff he didn't eat when we first got together. But that's the way it ought to be. We both try different things. And as long as we're together, he'll be trying new foods. Because I've got a whole bunch of cookbooks. And I occasionally go through several of them. I'll be going through one of them here soon enough. That's right, Ashley. We're a team. And we have been since we first got together. We met as friends online, then met in person, and then got together as a couple.
And it's been on ever since.
It has.
But they used to experiment on guinea pigs. She likes to experiment with food.
It does.
And I is happy about it. Mm-hmm. Happy guinea pig. Now I won't tell you the other half of what I've derived that from. But I'm a happy guinea pig. Yeah. I'll just say that. The happy part. I could tell you. Should I tell them?
If you want.
There was a woman named Xaviera Hollander. She wrote a book once. She's done a couple of movies on the dark side of things. The book she wrote was called The Happy Hooker. Well, They used to experiment on guinea pigs. She loves to experiment with food. I'm quite happy about it. That's what gave me the idea, was that book.
See, I didn't know that. I learned something new tonight. You
So-
told me that.
I thought I had.
Nope.
Well, anyway, now you all know.
Yeah, now we all know, y'all.
But
Oh, man. All right.
Facey, Facey,
Okay.
I'd do it, but she'd get on to me because this is my life.
Yes. So I get to be the assistant.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. Well rounded out. Anyway, that's how the happy guinea pig came to be. And the Avid one night, in one of Mike's lives, asked Elaine, "Where's Piggy?" Thus was born Piggy. And then another friend of ours who had passed away, Brian Ware, Wonder Arts and Adventures, he had encouraged me, wanted me to do a channel. I didn't want to do a channel. So I didn't want to mess with no film. I didn't want to mess with no editing and doing all that stuff. Wayne pops up and says, "Well, I'll do all that." Darn it. So thus was born Piggy's Fiddles. Now y'all know some history. I started out doing some little projects. So doing a few little woodworking things. So reworking some of the windows on this place when I could. And all like that. Did a little crochet. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. Okay.
And read Linda's comment. It's funny.
And
And like I say, Jefferson, teamwork makes the dream work.
That's it.
Yeah, and it's true. No man is an island.
I tell you, if I didn't have Piggy helping me, I wouldn't get nothing done.
But I knew it would take both of us. Yeah, she was then and still is and forever shall be recuperating from her cancer battle.
Linda Hauser.
Linda Hauser.
That name doesn't sound familiar.
Doesn't sound familiar. And said they fished together for over 50 years.
Is the channel under her name Linda Hauser, or is it a different name, or? Because my video reminds me of Wonder Arts.
Okay, she said that's the video she's working on now. Well, I'll be interested to see that, Mama Bear.
I will tell you.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the other, just being do you and enjoy it. That's the best thing you can do to do a channel. That's the best thing you can do to make your channel grow. It may take time. Very few ever hit relative quick success. It takes time. Some never will. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. You can do it and not succeed, and you can at least say you tried. And it's something good to occupy your time, work with. On top of all that, because you never know what one might send you off. Now, the one I said that I started watching Elaine pointed out to me, and I've loved them ever since. I told them straight up, they had that it factor. There was something about him, and he's done well. There's another one I told had that it factor. They flopped. They're still at it, but they did some no-nos, and they struggled. Yeah, so depends on how well you do it. Yeah, you can have that it factor and still not make it into the big areas. But that other one, whose brother was the one who drew my happy guinea pig, did that up. He had the it factor, and he's still running with it real good. And just so y'all know, it's Treasure Hunting with Jeebus, Jebus.
Love that channel.
I love those people.
Yeah, they buy storage units and empty them out. I mean, they do other things. They're gamers and other, they're a young couple. They're in their early 30s.
Yeah, we've been watching them since their early to mid 20s.
Yeah, we've been watching them for about 7 years.
And he wasn't very big when we started watching them. They know me by name.
I think he had around 1,500 or so when we started watching, 1,000, something like that.
I thought it was more than that, but
it might have been because we started watching them from what the hell's
right. But now he's in the 800s, probably close to 1 million. Mm-hmm. But he has that it factor. He's very energetic in his videos, and he's pretty funny too. And his now wife Amber, they're expecting a child now.
Yeah,
and everything. She is a total sweetheart, but they've got it going on. They get it. And he tried other things on YouTube before he went with storage auctions.
Oh yeah.
And they were flopping, but he kept at it.
They had the game. It was a gaming channel, and then they were doing dumpster diving.
Yeah.
They do a lot. They've done a lot of things on that channel, and
when they hit storage auctions, they found their niche.
And
so sometimes it's finding what works.
Yeah. It took them 10 years to build that channel up before it hit where they could.
Took them 10 years to hit 100K.
Yeah. So.
And he's grown like mad ever since.
Oh yeah.
But
I love them. They are such wonderful people. Help the community.
They do. Oh man.
Yeah.
One year they bought out a Five Below store. The entire stock of that store they bought, and he gave away to needy kids. Didn't ask for nothing in return.
Yeah, he dressed as Santa Claus, and his wife dressed as Mrs. Claus, and his mom and brother and some of her family all dressed up as the Christmas elves. And
as much as you love them, you watch that one particular video, you're gonna cry.
Oh, I loved it. It was amazing.
You're gonna cry. The piggy cried because he didn't want nothing in return. He did that from his heart. Because he came to be in a way of life where he could afford to be able to do something like that. Yeah. And man, I'm gonna tell you, Piggy cried on that one.
Yeah, that year they had a raffle. I don't know if they were going to do it this year or not, but I know they had a raffle, and everybody that showed up was given a ticket with a number on it.
Yeah.
And throughout the time that they were there, they would draw the other part of that ticket, the tickets from a thing with our raffle, had the raffle tickets in. And whatever ticket they gave away, different prizes. It could be a gift card for $50, gift card for $100. It might be, a really nice gift, or it might be something small. You don't know. But they were giving away some really nice stuff. That's on top of everything else that they were giving away for the kids, because the kids were like to take a bag and just get what they want.
And if there wasn't enough kids there to absorb everything they brought into it, when they got through all the tickets, they'd let them run in and have a free for all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, because he was going to make sure that everything he bought got out there.
Yeah.
And he did that from right here.
And Peggy, tell them how they got the money to do that. Do you remember? They have $1 yard sales.
Oh, yeah.
The stuff they buy from the units that they buy, which they get content for their YouTube channel, they take and they sell it at their yard sales
for about $1.
For $1.
And people would come from hundreds of miles.
Yeah, out of state, because
to be there at that yard sale.
Yeah.
And they were giving them 10s and 20s and 50s and all like that for whatever it was they was getting, because they knew what they was putting that money towards.
All the money went towards the first year they did that. They had they collected over $10,000 to buy toys and stuff with. And they just went in and they bought the $10,000 something worth of stuff from Five Below. Last year they went in and they bought out the store.
The entire store. They waited on a shipment to come in for stock.
Yeah.
To be able to buy out that entire store.
Yeah, they closed down the store because they had set it up with the manager and everything, and they closed down that store, and they went in and they bought the entire store out, and then the store had extra workers there that day so that they could restock, so that the public would be able to come in and buy stuff from the shelving.
Yep.
And but everything comes from their $1 yard sales and what people donate. And I also know they have online auctions as well on some of the nicer things. And that money goes toward it.
Yeah, he's making money a lot of ways, but he also let it be known that what he makes off of YouTube is far more than what he makes off of all his other ventures combined.
Yeah. And that's why we love them, because they are such giving young people. They are so wonderful. And when they were able to buy their dream home, we were so happy for them. We were. And
just to give you an idea of the dream home, it used to belong to an NFL football player.
Yeah, it's sitting on 6 acres.
It's 3-story home plus a full finished basement.
Right.
On 6 acres.
Yeah.
It used to belong to an NFL football player. He didn't say who it was, but he was up there in that league by this time.
Yeah.
So, between that and folks I've seen quit good jobs when they hit 25,000. Yeah, they might not be making quite as much at 25,000 as they were at that nice job. But you also got to figure in, they don't have to go out to eat. They ain't got to drive 30 minutes to 2 hours to that job and then back from that job. And they, there's a whole lot of things they ain't got to do no more. Not having to put that mileage on their vehicle, just all sorts of stuff. It equals out.
Yeah. By the time you figure gas to and from work, mileage on your vehicle to and from work, something to eat at work, you have to figure out what you're not having to worry about paying for. Clothing, whatever job you have, buying clothes for that particular job, wear your everyday clothes, do your videos, whatever.
By the time you balance all that out, that's not bad. And when they go full-time YouTube, they start growing and growing and growing, because they're able to put out content constantly and consistently. Now, you don't want to overflood. One a day is the max.
Well, there's some to put out 2 a day, and I can understand that. But
but that kind of messes up the algorithm, because people they see that you've put out another video, but they're thinking, well, I've already watched a video from them today. So they wind up not getting watched.
Yeah.
So you can mess yourself up that way. Elaine personally decided to do 3 a week plus the lives on Saturday nights. Mine come out on Tuesdays and Thursdays plus the live on Sunday, like tonight.
When I first started, I was doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and the Saturday talks. And then I started Sunday snippets. And once I started doing my lives on Saturdays, I cut out the Sunday snippets. So I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday talks.
Yeah.
Then Piggy started doing Piggy's Pedals. I said, well, we can do that Tuesdays and Thursdays. And since I'm not doing Sunday snippets anymore, he can have Sunday. So it's Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday for him. Then I have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. That's 7 days right there. We've got something coming out once a day, at least.
Yeah. It's 2 different channels, but most everybody who knows we're a package deal. Mm-hmm. You know, like tonight on my live. You know, she's here too on her lives. I'm there too. That's on my videos, if we're in the car going to or from what we have to do through the week, you know, we're both there. You know, but there is a system to it. But you got to be constant and consistent.
Yep.
And
yeah, Miss Linda, we need the Saturday nights live too. Saturday night talks. Actually, live in a tiny house with the right person.
Yeah.
Well, now the house we were talking about that this couple live in, they live there. His brother and his girlfriend live there. His mom lives there.
Mom's got the top floor.
Yeah, mom has the top floor.
It's not that big a floor. It's got a bedroom and a bathroom.
And a little sitting area.
And then his younger brother and his girlfriend have a spot on one floor. And then, of course, he and his wife have their own thing. Then there's the basement area that he's got for his gaming and stuff, and theater area. They use theater area for his gaming.
Yeah, well, they do the gaming down there, plus they have the green room, which they use for their auctions and stuff, where they do their lives. And
yeah, so they didn't get it just to get it. They got it to utilize. And they utilize it very well. Yeah, so there's 5 people there. He and his wife, his brother and his girlfriend, and their mom. And soon there'll be 6 when they have their baby.
Yeah, Joe, I'm with you on that one. I don't see how, but if people can afford the $2K for a mortgage, that means they got good money coming in.
Right.
Now, I'm going to be honest. I can do small if I have to, because when I was a kid, there was 7 of us living in a 400 square foot trailer. We lived in a 10 by 40 trailer. It was me, my mom, my stepdad, his youngest son, his wife, and their 2 kids. So I can do 400 square foot if I have to. Right now, Piggy and I live in about 840 square foot. My ideal is between 1,000 and 1,200 or 1,000 and 1,500 square feet. That gives me plenty of space for my kitchen that I want. And then Piggy and I don't need a big area for a living area. Plus, our bedroom, and then I'd have to have at least 1 guest room and then 2 bathrooms. I gotta have a bathroom and a half at least.
Yeah, 2 toilets is a must.
That's a must. Yeah.
We don't have that right now, but we want it.
That's my dream right there, is to have 2 toilets.
Because as you get older, especially if you've been messed up, like me with my neck surgery and her with the cancer battle, there comes a real good need for 2 toilets.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't see paying $2,000 plus a month for mortgage. I know I met people.
Well, there again, it depends on where you're at in life, what kind of income you've got.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got the kind of income where you can actually afford $2K a month, well, go for it.
Yeah.
You know, Some stuff, if it's just so you can get it, just because you can, or
Get up here.
let other things go in order to be able to have it. Now that's foolish.
We get to where I have.
Yeah, that's pretty hefty, Mama Bear.
Yeah, this is our old lady.
That little bit.
You know, like I said, if it
Well,
gets, we have money coming in, I'm still gonna be frugal.
yeah, we'll always be frugal. We grew up that way. We've lived that way. That's all we know. You know, like she said, we really don't need all that much. Our ideal would be somewhere between 11 and 1,500 square feet. And for me, I would want a decent sized shed outside that I could get fixed up, keep my tools in, and keep other storage stuff in, so it's not in the house. If it was a quarter acre with that on it, that'd be plenty. Ouch, 1,400, 1,100 square. Yeah, that's about right. But you keep working towards something to where one day maybe it'll pay off to where you can get something more towards what you like and want. That's what it's all about. Working towards something.
And everybody has their own ideals on what they would want.
Now, those that we're talking about that got that big house, they've got 5 people there, and they utilize that house very well.
Oh yeah.
For the size it is. I think they bought it mostly paid off, because they had that kind of money coming in from, because they all did it together.
Yeah.
Jeebus, he is the focal point, but Amber has been his support. See, Jeebus was like his daddy. He had a compulsory addiction to gambling. Amber helped him to focus that towards what they're doing. And they've made it profitable. He gets to gamble on a storage unit. See what he did, and make a video out of it. They get to sell stuff off of it. So they took a negative and made a positive out of it. Well, his mama is real good with finances. She had a very nice corporate job, more than 200K a year, doing related things to that. But she was able to quit her job, basically work for her son, helping them take care of things. The younger brother got into it with the drawings and artwork. He does a lot of artwork for folks, and he now knows because of me what his worth is, and everything. And he said, well, he just did that because, took it like that because he really enjoys doing art. And I told him, I said, well, that may be. I said, but you got to get your worth.
Yeah.
And you're worth a lot more than less than $5 an hour for doing a piece. And so, so he now knows what his worth. You know, that's one reason why they know who I am by name and everything. But they took a negative and made a positive, and all of them have worked together. There's that teamwork, and it paid off. So that's why I help Elaine. That's why she helps me. You got to have some teamwork. You got to have some positivity and some encouragement and all like that to get it going and keep it going.
That's right, Miss Linda. You can.
Okay, I'm back where people like me. Okay.
Well, we like you, Molly, but I don't know what that comment meant. Piggy, we're gonna have to get off soon. We've got 2 going live at around 8 o'clock. Avid goes live, I think, at 8 o'clock, and Dale goes live at 9 Acre Farms on his devotional.
Yeah, I like to watch Dale. I like to watch his devotionals. Y'all go over to Avid and Dale and tell them we sent you and said hi. And I'm gonna watch Dale's devotional. Dale is at 9 Acres Farm. he builds a very strong foundation for faith. That's what he does. That's what his purpose is. He doesn't fully realize that, but it is, and he does very well at that. He's another one I've encouraged, you know. So, but I encourage everyone to go for it because nothing ventured, nothing gained. Yeah, if you don't try, all you'll do is have regrets.
See it.
Yeah, because you'll be like, well, I just never tried. And then you'll always wonder, could I have or could I have not? And it don't matter one way or the other whether you make it or don't make it. At least you try. And you can have some fun and meet some good people while you're doing it.
Okay. Dale is at 8. Abbott is at 9.
Okay. So Boots gonna have his football game soon. I can't compete with football.
All right. Now I am posting both links. I've got Dale. Okay. And
Joe got it for you too.
Joe got it. Yeah. And I posted Abbott's like now. The link that I posted is for the devotional for Dale and for the live stream at Abbott's. I didn't.
That's one of the things I love about Joe. He comes to post and links. He pop, pop, pop,
Oh,
pop,
he's
pop.
good. He is so good.
Yeah.
And I thank you so much for that. Yeah. But you know, Dale at 9 at 8, Abbott at 9.
Yeah. Anyway, Joe, do some video. I want to see it.
Well, go to his channel.
After I saw that salmon, boy, I know you can do a video.
That was a good video.
Do not deprive me of good video. He loves you. We gone.